The first heat with a Pokemon within a pseudo-legendary line. How will this competitor handle such a title? Well, Spearow crosses the line in last place at 20.08 seconds. Beautifly stumbles off the start and can't seem to recover. Krabby earns their first bronze medal with a time of 18.86. Dragonair is just 2/10 off the gold with a time of 17.8, giving Carnivine the first gold and their early lead into Heat 5. Who is looking to make a comeback in the second event? Spearow with 44 bricks ends in last place, dropping further away from the pack. Beautifly following suit with 52. Carnivine smashes 61 bricks, but just can't push higher than third. Dragonair finishes with a score of 77 bricks, exceptional for a Pokemon with their power caliber, and they land a silver medal. And with the highest power rating in the heat, it's no surprise that Krabby breaks 103 bricks and takes over the lead in Heat 5. An absolute twist from their typical performances in this heat. Krabby struggles, and with several misses, they land a final score of 8.9, dropping all the way down to third place overall. Beautifly, ever present in fourth place, and a score of 17.2. Carnivine scores a modest 23.7 to gain their third medal. Dragonair lands a consistent 25.8 and the silver. And Spearow, pulling themselves slowly out of their rut, scores 28.1 and earns their first medal, a gold one at that. With lots of shifting in the overall standings, this heat is still anyone's for the taking. But Spearow lands 3.08 meters as their final score and settles for a disappointing fifth place. Krabby had a surprisingly strong second jump for a total of 4.25 meters, still far below the rest of the pack. Beautifly finds their stride, and with 9.52 meters as their final score, they finally get a medal, a bronze. Dragonair finds consistency once more, landing 10.2 meters for silver, losing out on the gold to Carnivine once more, this time by 0.3 meters. Their consistent performance does place them on the top for now, despite never finishing there themselves. Will that change in the closing events? Will the result of this event solidify the victor for Heat 5? With a final time of 2 hours 38 minutes, Spearow might have to give up on their hopes of victory. Beautifly is looking to join them in defeat with another event outside of the top 3. Carnivine settles into third place with a time of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Dragonair, the ever-present runner-up, scores a final time of 2 hours and 7 minutes, and our stamina victor, Krabby, runs a final time of 2 hours and 3 minutes. Still on top after another second place finish, who can overtake Dragonair's total score in the final round? And we have finally arrived at the final event of the heat. Carnivine takes an early lead over Dragonair into Sector 2, but Krabby overtakes both of them into the skill gates. Dragonair is able to retake into second through the boulder push. And using their high skill rating, Dragonair takes the lead of the event. Beautifly and Carnivine make the most of their jumping ability to take first and second through the sector. But Dragonair makes great time in Sector 5 to retake the lead, and with only one sector left, Beautifly and Krabby are chasing down the Dragon type. And Krabby does it! Overtaking in the final sector and finishing 11 seconds ahead, Krabby takes home another gold, while Dragonair must settle for their 6th silver. Beautifly finds another bronze, and Carnivine struggles in the final sector to finish 4th, leaving just Spearow across the line several minutes later in last. Everyone in Heat 5 scored at least one medal, but who collected enough points to claim victory? Spearow, despite landing a gold medal, only managed 427.5 points, as many of the events proved a challenge. Beautifly scored 2 late-game bronze medals and 555.7 points. They had a later game showing, but it just wasn't enough to recover. Carnivine saw an early lead, but struggled to maintain it. 3 bronze and 2 gold gave them a total of 631 points. Finally, our top 2 contenders, who prevailed. In second place, with 1 bronze and 3 gold medals, Krabby made an excellent showing, and we'll have to wait and see if they can get a second shot at glory. But the one to claim gold and finally get to the top step is Dragonair, with 6 silver medals and 704.6 points. They proved that consistency is the key to victory, and they will bring an underdog spirit into the Champions Tournament.